Today I attended a class around printing comics, specifically comics, which is what I'm doing right now, or working towards too. I left that class more confused than how I started it. I realized a bunch of things that I didn't know. So I prepared this Gantt chart to help me organize what I'm going to work on. I just got it printed pretty much, so I still haven't thick the stuff that I've done. I have to print it again anyway, so oopsie. But yes, so I left that class a bit more confused than when I got to it, because I realized there's a bunch of things that you need to think about that is not just the file format, the resolution, and the color profile. All of those things depend on if you want to use color or not. You also need to think about the paper thickness, which also depends on the colors you want to use or not, which is of course dependent on your budget and a bunch of situations that might happen if you don't have enough resolution, or if you don't treat your bleed in a certain way. That was a lot. It was very informative. I'm glad I had it now because I'm still working on one comic. This entire week I've just been working on one comic, but to be fair, I've been doing a lot of research around storytelling, which I did not include here. And yes, I think I really like the way I structured this comic. Let me open it so I see what I'm doing. I really like the way I structure it. Okay, I think visually the story flows nicely, and that's exactly what I wanted to achieve. So it's good that I spent that time doing that. But if I want to make 50 comics, this space is not going to work out. And you might be saying, yes, but you just started. The first ones will take longer. Right, however, I found out about another thing on this class, which is keeping consistency for the reader, which I was not necessarily thinking about. I mean, I'm keeping my margins, I'm keeping my dimensions consistent and all of those things. And initially, the 50 comics were all going to be one page, independent, but by learning this storytelling concepts and all of that, and visual storytelling and all of those nice things, one page is not enough. So this comic I'm doing is actually 2 pages. And I really like it, and I would like to apply that to all the other comics, but that level of work is not going to be possible because I have a day job and I have a life, and this is my first time doing it. So